Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. With that, the wait is finally over. It is Super Bowl Sunday. For the call, here's our veteran duo of so many Super Bowls, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, Larry, the 2020 NFL campaign has seemingly given us highlights for 10 seasons, but it will all come to a close tonight as we welcome you to Super Bowl 55, the double nickel from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, our second straight Super Bowl from the Sunshine State. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. This is Leonard Fournette, and he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Let's go. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On third down, Fournette. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. So it'll be first down here after the run. And he'll give it here to his running back. No gain on the play there. Second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Now this now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. On play action, they'll throw. Throw left side, complete. It's Hardy, and he'll go down at the 28. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points. But they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Taliaferro. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Prescott. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
To throw on 2nd down. Parrish sliding out of the pocket. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And, oh, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward right near the 27.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Parrish. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd down, it's Grant. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
And this one is right through. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So that scores now in their first 2 possessions, but it's 6-0. Probably not the kind of scores they were hoping for.
No, not at all, but I think that they've shown that they can have some success against this defense. So they'll go back to the sideline knowing the points are going to be there for the taking.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Now it's Taliaferro. Room here to run. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Again, they run with Taliaferro. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Dante Fowler able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. Here's Prescott. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw here. This is brought in by Hardy. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 32 that time.
Detroit! Here we go now. Boo, landed!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
A handoff to Fournette. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now Leonard Fournette, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. So the run gets them the 1st, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Pistol. It's Fournette. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
His kick is good. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55 as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
This is Taliaferro. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And bulldozing his way through. 34 yards there and a first down.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
On the carry, it's Taliaferro. Down to the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Prescott to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And an alley to run. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Looking to throw. Prescott. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
second down throw for Prescott. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Dante Fowler in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Third and long for Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. This is taken at the 15. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Play clock winding down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Second down and 4.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, here we go. 3-19.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Fresh set of downs here. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. The run, it's Fournette. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Parrish. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Now, this is a feeling I can relate to all too well. Deflation on 3rd and short. Excellent coverage. Took away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for, the quarterback. And he used his legs to hot-foot it for a first down.
Fournette. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Parrish. And he will find his man on the outside. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Here we go now.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Leopard! Here we go now. All right, now, look at this.
2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. They'll give Fournette another crack. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
The play clock's running down on 3rd down. That's Grant. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Another stop on 3rd down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this point.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Time running out here on the play clock. And his kick is good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Second down, Prescott. Forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On third down, it's Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. A first down throw for Prescott. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. Throwing, Prescott. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. They give him a gain of 38. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
So the chains are on their sides. It's first and goal from the 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A second down throw for Prescott.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine.
And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Dak Prescott, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. The 20, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Oh, I think the Niners got it back. Yes! San Fran recovers. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Prescott on first down. Man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to about the 22 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Open space inside the 10. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. 1st down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. To throw is Prescott. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Time for a break. We're back to crown a champion after this. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Dancing to his left. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Prescott from the gun. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And this is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll toss it to Fournette. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, Parrish. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, That kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4.
Watch it now, Marty, 40. Set. Green, 39. Green, 39. Check green, check green, check green.
Now Fournette. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And the Jaguars have done it. Jacksonville, the Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.